You keep thinking you were abandoned, but what if I told you that heaven didn't let them leave? Heaven pushed them out because your destiny was too loud for their small spirit to handle. Pause for a moment. Let your heart breathe. Because what I'm about to tell you is the clarity you've been praying for. You didn't lose people. You didn't lose opportunities. You didn't lose seasons. You outgrew them. And listen, when you outgrow something spiritually, God doesn't ask for your permission to remove it. He just separates. He just shifts. He just cuts the rope. Not because you're unworthy, but because your wings were getting too heavy for the cage that surrounded you. You felt the sting of isolation. You felt the ache of being misunderstood. People you trusted suddenly moved differently. People you supported suddenly became silent. People you loved suddenly lost access to you. It hurt. But hear me. Isolation is never punishment in the kingdom, it is preparation. Every great person, every chosen person, every anointed person goes through a season where heaven hides them to protect the seed inside them. Let me talk to you. You've been fighting loneliness, but heaven has been fighting for your focus. You've been wondering why familiar voices disappeared, but heaven has been amplifying the whisper inside you. You've been asking why relationships you prayed to keep broke apart, but heaven has been pulling you toward the ones who can actually help you grow. You think you're walking alone. You think you're forgotten. But hear me. God didn't isolate you to break you. He isolated you to build you differently because the next version of you requires a quieter room, a sharper mind, a cleaner heart, and a stronger spirit. Some people could walk with you into your broken season, but heaven refused to let them walk with you into your healed one. Because not everybody deserves to see your rising. Some people were only assigned to your pain, not your promise. Some people were only meant for your struggle, not your success. And it's not that they were bad, but they were too small for where you're going, too limited for what God is doing next. Too fragile to carry the weight of your calling. You're worried about who left, but you should be grateful. Heaven removed the ones who were secretly rooting for your downfall. You're mourning the connections you lost, but heaven is celebrating the connections that would have destroyed you. You're thinking about the loyalty you gave, but heaven is thinking about the loyalty you deserved. Listen, you cannot take everyone where you're going. Your destiny is too expensive. Your purpose is too rare. Your anointing is too costly. The road you're on is narrow. That's why it feels lonely. The calling on your life is heavy. That's why people couldn't stay. The fire inside you is growing. That's why God turned down the noise around you. You keep asking why. Why did they switch up? Why did they betray me? Why did they leave when I needed them? Why did everything shift so fast? But the real question is, why are you still trying to resurrect seasons God already ended? Why are you holding on to people who couldn't hold on to you? Why are you blaming yourself for outgrowing environments you were never meant to stay in? Listen to this. When God cuts you loose, He does it gently but firmly. He removes the anchors disguised as companionship. He removes the distractions disguised as friendships. He removes the emotional weights disguised as support. Because you cannot soar if your circle is full of people who are comfortable crawling. You weren't made to shrink. You weren't made to settle. You weren't made to dim who you are just to fit in. That's why heaven broke the connections. That's why the season shifted. That's why everything familiar fell apart. Not to hurt you, to free you. Because your roar was being weakened by the noise around you. Your vision was being clouded by the opinions around you. Your pace was being slowed by the energy around you. So heaven stepped in. Heaven intervened. Heaven said, enough. This one is chosen. This one is marked. This one is rising. And hear me. What looks like loss is actually the beginning of your elevation. Your silence is not empty, it's incubating. Your loneliness is not abandonment, it's alignment. Your separation is not rejection, it's refinement. You're not at the end of something. You're at the beginning of becoming someone stronger, someone wiser, someone clearer, someone unbreakable. You're not walking alone. You're walking ahead. And the same people who walked away from you will one day say, I should have stayed connected when I had the chance. You just keep becoming. You just keep growing. You just keep rising. Your next chapter will explain everything your last chapter confused. If this spoke to your spirit, type, I'm becoming who God called me to be in the comments.